Hi guys. Okay, back again. One more video tonight, but wanted to do another one real quick for you about how to plan your meals, how to follow this nutrition guide, these Fixate containers that I keep talking about with you, right? So 21 Day Fix is the basis of all meal plans that we use for all of our programs for Beachbody. It uses the Fixate containers, and those are to teach portion sizes. The containers are meant to be a tool, not for long-term use, but to be a short-term tool to teach you how to use the right portions, basically what size the right portion is. I've used this as an example before, but basically, you know, a lot of times the FDA is like, oh yeah, portion size is the size of your fist, but my fist and my boyfriend's fist are literally like totally different. Like mine's half the size of his. So which one is it really? So this is a lot more strict, I guess, as far as what the portion size really is. It's just very easy to follow. So it took about 2 weeks or so for me to figure it out, and now I can do it off the top of my head. It's pretty nice. So first things first though, order the containers, or if you do not have them from a challenge pack purchase coming to you or with you, you can use the following sheet. So let me share, oh, I am sharing my screen. So this sheet right here tells you what size or how much food fits in each of those containers. So the veggies container is a cup, fruit container is a cup, proteins 3/4 of a cup, carbs, like the starchy carbs, half a cup, cheese, nuts, avocado, coconut, healthy fat, 1/3 cup, and the dressings and the seeds, 2 tablespoons. So as you're going through this, there's also a teaspoon one as well. And the teaspoon has just recently been included, but it's literally whatever the amount says, however many teaspoons. So that's typically a nut butter or something like that. So, but each of these containers obviously stands for a certain food group. Obviously, once again, we'll go through it. The green's veggies, purple's fruit, red's protein, yellow carbs, blue's healthy fat, orange is seeds and dressings. And then I use gray for teaspoons just because typically measuring spoons are metal. I don't know, and use them. So it means gray to me is teaspoons. So to figure out what kind of foods fit in that container, there's actually a food list, and this is a very basic food list, guys. This is obviously far from the millions of food products that are out there, but this is to give you an idea of what fits in each container. So for example, greens, that's, you know, all your veggies, it's your tomatoes, your carrots, okra, peas, celery, lettuce, mushrooms, onions, all that good stuff, typical veggies. The purple is fruits, you know, blackberries, strawberries, watermelon, grapefruit, cherries, pineapple, freaking pomegranate, everything in there, right? Salsa is actually listed in the purples, but that should actually be under the greens. I don't know why on this page it's showing that, so ignore that, but it should be a green. Under the red, that's all your meats, your eggs, your Greek yogurt actually fits there, your regular yogurt. If you do cottage cheese for cottage cheese, protein powders, your Shakeology fits under a protein. If you add stuff to it, then you would obviously add the containers for whatever it is that you added, whether if you put fruit in it, you add a fruit container. If you add milk, that's actually going to go under the yellow. But all of these things are outlined in the nutrition guide for that program. So if you go to either 21 Day Fix and look at the program materials on Beachbody On Demand, it'll tell you, hey, these are different ideas for foods that'll go into these categories that work well with this program. These are your freebies, whether it's hot sauce, mustard, you know, spices, whatever. If you want to sub out portions of like a fruit with like a fruit juice, cool, this is how much to use. This is if you use milk, what you should replace it with. If you have a glass of wine, what you should replace it with, all kinds of stuff, right? The other containers I'm not going to go through. You can come up at some point in the program materials and read through them, but that's just a basic idea of what fits there. So, but the big thing is you got to figure out how much of each container you should eat. And it's not a guesstimate. There is actually an exact science to it. This was developed for, or developed by, I'm sorry, Autumn Calabrese. She is one of our super trainers, and she used to measure macros, and she got real sick and tired of measuring all that stuff. So she came up with this, which is actually based on macros, but it's just a lot easier. It's colors. Piece of cake. Who doesn't count colors? Easy. So the way you figure out how much you're supposed to eat is through this chart. This has been updated recently for different calorie counts, just a little bit of an adjustment, nothing major, but this is the one that I use. So I've got this. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my calculator so you guys can see the math as I'm doing the math. So this is for, once again, 21-day fix. If you're doing a different program, please use the calculators for that program. Please use the exact meal plan for that program. It still uses the containers. It's the same idea. It just adjusts it based on what your nutritional needs will be for that program. But for 21-day fix purposes, we're just going to follow that one for now. So if you live a sedentary lifestyle, desk job, lots of TV time, moderately active lifestyle, or highly active, you want to multiply your current weight times whatever number corresponds to your lifestyle. I have a desk job. I'm on my ass all day for the most part. So I currently weigh 135. So I'm going to take 135 and I'm going to multiply that times 11. So times 11. So I'm at 1485. That is your caloric baseline. That is what you absolutely need to function every single day. If you do a basic exercise program, daily walk, level 1, PIO, blah, 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 or even 21-day fix, you want to add in 350 calories. Now, me personally, I do insanity. So I'm going to add 700. So I add in 700. So now I'm at 2185. If you would like to lose weight, you need to subtract 750 from the daily burn. If you want to maintain, subtract nothing. So I'm going to lose, so I'm going to subtract 750. So I should be at 1435. Okay, that's my number. I'm going to come over to this chart here, and I'm going to move this around so you can see. Sorry, let me move this instead. There we go. I am at 1435, and that is in the first category, so 1499 actually. So I should be eating 3 green containers a day, 2 fruit containers a day, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 seed and dressing, and 2 oil and nut butters. There are also different things you can do if you really want to cut hard. You can adjust your containers, but talk to me about that personally. I'm not going to get into details for the sake of this video to keep it simple. But that is what I want to aim for every single day. 3 green, 2 purple, 4 red, 2 yellow, 1 blue, 1 orange, and 2 oil and nut butters. Okay? So now that I know that, I need to make my meal plan. Oh goodness, how do I do that, right? So I'm going to give you a few tips first because I think a lot of people tend to get overwhelmed. To be perfectly honest, it's a process. It's supposed to take time. You shouldn't have to change everything all at once if you're not capable of changing it all at once, because the point of this is to make small, sustainable changes, because if it's not sustainable, there's no point in doing this. So first tip, don't put down food you don't like. Don't. If you can make them on the side without blowing all kinds of money, and it's just something that you really haven't gotten around to liking yet, but you know you want to try to like, cool. But say you are highly allergic to fish or something, don't put down fish. Don't do it. If you gag at the thought of oyster, don't put oyster down. It's not necessary. You can get your sources the other way. Do try new foods though. For example, I used to hate tomato. Hated it. Ugh. The pit gets me. I can't do it. But what I would do is when I was eating a cheeseburger, for example, I'd put a slice of tomato on my burger, take 1 bite, gross out, but make myself swallow it, and I would take the rest of the tomato off and get rid of it and eat the rest of my cheeseburger happy as hell. Eventually, I got to the point where I was okay, 1's not killing me, so I progressed to 2 bites, and then 3 and 4, and then eventually the whole slice. I'm all right, cool. Then I started adding it to my salad, but I didn't like the pit, so when I cut it up a way that I liked it. I would slice it, remove the pit, and then just chop the actual firm piece of the tomato and put that in my salad. And of course, at that time I was drenching everything with ranch because once again, this is a process. It's not convert to everything you don't like because you're not going to stick to it. You're going to have ridiculous cravings. You're going to be I need shit food. So you want to do it bits at a time. So I had my salad with a lot of ranch, but I put tomatoes in it. And I started getting used to the tomatoes in it. And now I love tomatoes. I love them on my salad. I love them on my burger. I'll eat them by themselves without the pit. I love them. They're awesome. Same thing with peppers. Hated peppers, started eating them at Chipotle, actually. I've had them do the fajita peppers in my bowl. I'd have a bite of one or two. Cool, not big thing, don't like it. And slowly progress to more and more bites over time. Now I eat them fresh. I love them. They're delicious. So I read somewhere it takes about 10 times of trying a food to become okay with it or to start to like it. So it tells you how many times you got to try something right there. So try new foods. If you need healthy recipes, you can go to Beachbody On Demand. Go to your account, log in, go to 21 Day Fix, go to Program Materials. They have the entire Fixate cookbook on there. The whole thing. You don't have to buy it. It's got like a shitload of recipes, right? Also, you could go to the how-to section on Beachbody On Demand, scroll down, and go to the Fixate cooking class. They do a new video all the time. They've got like 164 recipes up right now. It is awesome. So there are absolutely no excuses for not having a healthy recipe. You can also go to Pinterest and just put in the search bar 21 Day Fix recipes. It comes up with like a crap ton. Just put in 21 Day Fix breakfast, 21 Day Fix lunch, 21 Day Fix whatever. Kenya, quit. No. Sorry. But you can put it in there. You can also turn your current recipes that you have that maybe aren't so healthy into a healthier version. Hold on one second. No! Sorry. Okay. That doggy just doesn't know how to shut up. That is not mine, but she's cute. So we like her, I guess. But all right. So I was saying you can get recipes from anywhere. You can convert recipes that you currently have to a healthy recipe. So I love Sloppy Joes. My family actually makes them from scratch already, so I don't really have to do too much to it. I just have to guesstimate, or actually I measured the first time how much stuff was going in there and how much of a container that would fill up. Piece of cake. Make it from scratch. You can turn anything healthy. But don't try to do it all at once. Just little bits at a time. Stuff that you feel is sustainable for you. You know you best. So if you can't do it all at once cold turkey, don't do it. I couldn't do it. I'm still changing slowly over time. And that's the cool thing too, guys, is your taste buds will change over time. I went on a cruise in September and I was like, oh yeah, I get to eat so much crap food. I'm so excited. I've worked hard for this. But the whole time I was there, I mean, I had some crap, but I didn't really track my containers at all. Like that was the point of me eating crap, was I just didn't track. I just ate and enjoyed. But I found myself craving salad and fruit and, grilled chicken and healthy things. They had tons of burgers, tons of pizza. And I had it a couple times, but I wanted the healthy stuff. That's what my body wanted. It's pretty crazy because before, if I'd been on a cruise, I would be all up in the pizza, all up in the cheeseburgers and fries, and so good. So, but kind of funny. Just watch. Your taste buds will change over time. It's pretty cool. So another thing, don't beat yourself up about the small things. So example, if you absolutely will not touch carrots without ranch dressing, eat the damn ranch dressing. Do it. Don't care. I started, like I said, eating so much ranch, it was ridiculous. It was disgusting. However, now I've got to the point where I've weaned myself off of it over time. And I have said, no, I don't need the ranch. I actually like the carrots plain. What? And I really don't eat ranch very often. It used to be an everyday thing, sometimes multiple times a day with whatever it was I was eating. Now I'm lucky if I eat it, or not lucky, but it's crazy if I eat it more than like 4 times a week, 3 or 4 times a week with some like veggies or a salad or something. Crazy. So basically, small and sustainable is the key. With the ranch, for example, when I was just eating my veggies and I had to have the ranch to eat them, I didn't count the ranch. I didn't. I used my seasoned dressings for like actual seeds or olive oil or something like that. So, but I want to share it with you. Another tip, you got to drink a lot of water. I'm really, really bad about this. I'm getting better. But you want to aim for half of your body weight in ounces every day. So me, for example, I weigh 135. So I'm aiming to drink about 67 ounces of water a day. Sounds like a lot. It definitely is a lot if you're not used to drinking a lot of water. You can also get your ounces from like a juice or something like that. But the point is to give yourself a lot of liquid so that you can filter everything out, all of the toxins and whatever is coming out of your body that's not healthy. So helps your systems work better, helps you sleep better, function better. It's awesome. Water is amazing. If you don't like water, tough shit. Get over it. Sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do. Flavor it. I don't care, but you need to get it in. Another thing, if you're going out to eat, perfect, awesome, sweet. This plan allows for you to go out to eat and eat whatever the hell you want to eat when you're out to eat, within reason, as long as you stay within your portion sizes and your portion amounts. So for example, if I know I'm going out to eat, let's say I'm going to like Brothers or something in Newport on Friday. They have really good bar food, but really good menu otherwise. I typically there, because I know what I usually get, will have a wrap, and it's usually a classic chicken wrap. So it's got the tortilla, which is a carb, so it's a yellow. I have lettuce and tomato in it. I count that as a veggie because there's a decent amount of lettuce and tomato. It's got cheese, so there's a healthy fat, and it's got the chicken. So I count the protein. So it's got my 4 containers right there, and it comes with chips. If I am like loading up on carbs, I'll eat some chips, or if I've already had my carbs, I'll ask for a side salad so I can get my veggies in. But that's all I had to do is think about, okay, what am I going to eat when I get there, or whatnot. But you can literally make this thing fit any restaurant, anything, any outing, any family party, whatever. It's great. All you have to do is either plan your meals ahead of time and then just know what containers you have left whenever you get to said restaurant, party, whatever. Or if you know what you're going to have, if there's a menu available, pick what you want to eat so you don't have to look at the menu. You don't have to be tempted, and put that into your meal plan so that it's already there. Piece of cake, done, right? So one last tip for you, snacking is awesome. I eat all day, every day. Not huge meals, just little bits here and there. Life is busy, guys, and if your life is even close to as busy as mine with so much going on, and I'm sure it is, snacking is amazing. It is like the best thing that's ever happened to me. So I typically will only eat 1 large meal a day, and that's typically my dinner. I'll have something small for breakfast, like a yogurt and a fruit or something. And I'll snack throughout the day with like Triscuits and some guac, or chips and salsa, or just another fruit and a shake. I'll typically have like a salad or something for lunch just because it's easy and I can like shove it in my face while I'm working at my desk. And then for dinner, I'll have my bigger meal. So I like to prepare all my snacks ahead of time. When I go to the grocery store, I get back from the grocery store and I literally leave everything on the counter until I put it away in the correct portion sizes or prep it. That's another trick as well, because as soon as I get back from the grocery store, if I sit down, I'm not getting my butt off the couch. It's not happening. So I don't sit down. I leave it on the counter and I prep it right there before I even put it away. So then it's already done. I don't have to worry about it. And honestly, prepping my meals takes like 3 hours max. Nothing, and that's for the whole week. So I don't have to cook the whole rest of the week. It's just in my fridge or in my freezer. All I have to do is warm it up. Piece of cake, awesome, sweet. I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to write down what I'm eating because it's already counted for. I'll show you how I do that in a second. So basically, there's 2 ways to use these containers. We're going to go into this now, actually. There is the off-the-cuff tracking, which is fine. If you are a fly-by-the-seat-of-your-pants person and it works for you, sweet. I'm a planner. I like to know what it is so I don't have to think about it anymore because I've got enough thinking to do during the day. So if you are an off-the-cuff person, you're going to want to use this sheet here. You can actually Google these and find them. I just downloaded it and saved it because that was my target range. But if you just Google 21-day fixed tally sheet and put in the calorie numbers or caloric intake goals for the day, it'll come up. Piece of cake. You would just literally put your day, what workout you did to track your workout, and you just mark off your containers as you eat them so you know what you have left. Super simple, right? And if you are not a off-the-cuff person and you're like me, you're going to use something like this, or you can use something like this. This is the way that I like to plan my meals. Now, you can actually use this tracker to plan your meals as well. I just prefer writing it because it's easier on me. Let me show you kind of how I do this. So I go ahead and I put my little chart together. And I usually do this by hand, not on my computer, so it's going to take me a second to figure this out. But I will put down breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. You're supposed to eat all day, 5 times a day, at least, so you can keep your metabolism up, and it helps you burn fat throughout the day, right? It helps you lose that weight. It helps you build muscles if you're building muscles. It's whatever your meal plan is designed to do, it helps you do that. So what I typically do is I start with my breakfast and my dinner. Because for breakfast, I typically have the same thing pretty much every day. Like I said, it's either a fruit or yogurt or whatever. And then my dinner is the other thing I put in there. And my dinner is like what I'm really craving, what I really want to have. So if I want ribs, I make ribs at my dinner. Who cares? Ribs are fine. You can have ribs. You can have fucking cheeseburgers for dinner if you want. No one cares. Just make sure you track it the right way. You can actually have pizza for dinner if you want to. You can make that count. Just takes up a lot of carbs. It's a pain in the butt. And it's not like, you can make healthy pizza. There's a recipe actually that for the healthy pizza, like via English muffins, on my Smart Fitness page. Kind of buried, but it's there. So anyway, I plan my breakfast and my dinner first. So I'm actually following the meal plan. I'm just going to share with you a meal plan from this past week. So my breakfast this past week, and I'm not a coffee person, guys. So I drink pre-workout in the morning to get my brain going, which has been nice because I don't really have to at this point since I've kind of figured out my sleep schedule. But for breakfast this week, I had an apple with peanut butter. Okay. So before I go anywhere else, I'm already logging how many containers this is. So an apple counts as a fruit. That's one apple is one fruit. And all these measurements are in your program materials on Beachbody On Demand. It tells you exactly how much of a fruit, if it's like an awkward, like a banana or something, it tells you how much of that is a serving. So I'm putting in a 1 there, okay? If you want to make it easier on yourself, you can actually go above the top here and put how many containers of each you're supposed to have. Now this is going to look a little weird compared to like the chart that you just saw because I'm doing a cut week, so I'm adjusting my containers so that I can cut faster, okay, get rid of fat faster. So I'm doing 4 red, I'm sorry, I'm doing 4 green, I'm aiming for 2 purple, aiming for 1 blue, come on, 1 orange, 1 yellow, and 2 teaspoons per day. Cool. So as I'm doing the apple counts as 1. Cool. Still not done with that one yet. My peanut butter, I usually do 2 teaspoons. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a 2. I'm going to make this, I'm going to make this green. Where's my fill? There's my fill. Cool. That's done. I don't have to worry about that anymore. All good to go. For dinner this week, I really, really wanted my signature cheesy chicken and broccoli casserole, which I abbreviate CCBC. And I've already pre-measured this before because I've made it before, guys, so I know what's in it. So there is 1 red. There is 1 green with all the broccoli. There's a healthy fat, which is a blue, or the cheese. There's a blue. And there is always a carb as well. And the carb is my rice. I usually make it with rice. Now I do douse this thing with hot sauce because I'm obsessed with hot sauce, but hot sauce is a freebie, so it doesn't matter. Sweet. So now if you look back, look at your stuff here, yellow, done. There's only 1, I've got my 1. So I'm gonna fill this one with green. If you're looking back, my blue, I also only get 1. So this whole box here, filling it with green. Done. Cool. I still have a fruit left. I still have a lot of green left, still have a lot of red, and I still have an orange. So then I kind of pick and choose and fill. Now my non-negotiable is I have a Shakeology every day for lunch or sometime during the day. I usually put it with my lunch, so I put Shako. And I typically have the same one every day because I really like it. I get a strawberry lemonade one. It's strawberry, and I add 3 teaspoons of lemon juice and a teaspoon of tablespoons, I'm sorry, all tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice and a tablespoon of maple syrup. Don't count it. It's fine. Whatever. And I make it with water and ice. So the only thing it counts for is another red. So now I'm at 2 red. Okay. Now I'm going to pick and fill. I wanted salad for lunch this week, so I had salad. So I actually wanted a chef salad to get in some protein because I was struggling to come up with where I was going to get more protein. So I put it in there. And I make a big one. So I've got 3 of these now. I've got huge amounts of veggies. So I do 3 veggies. There's no fruit. Seeds and dressings. I did start counting my dressings out, so I have 1 ranch there. My ranch is in there. I typically, honestly, have more than just the 1 because, once again, I am a ranchy, but it's way less than before. Now, a lot of times I do actually use Italian for a salad too, but I don't put any protein on it just because of a personal choice. I don't. So for this particular one, I wanted a chef salad so I can get that extra protein in. But when I'm making the Italian salad, I use the Olive Garden Italian dressing, which is vinaigrette and oil based. And you can count that in that orange container perfectly because it's healthy. minus all the salt. But, you know, trade-off. So, but chef salad, cool. So I got my red, I've got my greens, I've got my orange. Sweet. All right, I still have a couple of things left, so I'm going to fill in a couple more things. So for a snack in the morning, I wanted yogurt. And I typically have Chobani yogurt, Greek yogurt, really freaking good, tons of flavors. And I really love the message behind that whole brand. Actually, the guy is an immigrant, and for, I don't know if it was their anniversary or whatever, but he gave a whole bunch of people stock. So I thought that was pretty sweet. All of his employees got stock. I was like, yeah, I'm going to support this guy. Another one's Oikos. You can use Dannon regular yogurt. Really, any yogurt is fine. But now I'm good to go on my red because I just added another protein. So I'm going to go ahead and make this box green. Cool. So I still have a fruit, and I still have, oops, sorry. I do not have any veggies left. I usually do 3 cups of salad. So I'll do like 2 cups of lettuce and then a half cup of cucumber and half cup of tomato because I like to get different colors in. Oh, P.S. Do not use iceberg lettuce. It doesn't count. It's just roughage. There's no nutritional value whatsoever. Use romaine. And quick tip, if you're trying to get your lettuce to last, the bagged lettuce doesn't really last that well, but if you buy the heads of romaine lettuce, they come in like a bag of 3 at Kroger, and cut them up and wash them, and then store them in the correct sizes. They last for like 5, 6, 7 days. Piece of cake, and it's actually really fresh. It tastes really good. So, side note. But my greens are also done, so I'm going to highlight my greens, and we're good there. So I still have the fruit left, and I love kiwi, so I had kiwi fruit for my other fruit. This is going to be green. Sweet, done. And I'm looking at this. I forgot to mark my oranges done with that salad dressing, but it is done all green. Cool. Now I have literally gotten all my containers. I'm set. And if you'll notice, I eat the same thing about 3 times before I'm done with it. I can handle about 3 times. That is going to be key to saving you money, is to be able to prep in bulk and prep in advance. The going to the store at the last minute, trying to cook dinner at the end of the night doesn't work for me. So I cook typically, I actually do twice a week. Some people do it all at once. I'll typically cook on Monday or Tuesday morning, and then I'll cook again either Thursday night or Friday during the day at some point. And get everything prepped. Now Monday is my cheat day. I don't track, I just eat and enjoy it. I don't go overboard and eat like 3 pizzas and four pans of brownies and all kinds of crap, but I don't really track it. And it's funny, like I said, you end up craving the healthier stuff. So I've been, like, I had pizza and I had like a couple bites of potato salad and some cookies on my cheat day, but I also had fruit and some veggies, and I was good. I was like, yep, I'm solid for this week. So as you can see, it's already there. So best part of this way of doing it, guys, is once this is prepped, all you have to do is just keep a list on your fridge of this is what I get these days for breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, and eat. You don't track it. You just eat it. Once all your food's gone, it's gone. Ta-da! It's amazing. So I do the same thing for Friday and Sunday. I'm not going to walk you through my Friday and Sunday, but that's the gist of it. So hopefully that helps you guys. Once again, please, please, please go to your Beachbody On Demand program materials for whatever program it is that you're doing and follow their nutritional guide. They do actually change them for each program based on what you need. Not all of them have to have changes because they're not all more, I don't want to say more difficult than 21 Day Fix, but a lot of them are on the same level. The intermediate or beginner ones are on the same level, but once you get past that, you're going to see a lot of differences in what you're eating and how many containers and things like that. So please go there. If you have questions, let me know. If you need help planning your meals, I'll totally plan the first week with you so you can kind of walk through it with me together, and I can kind of give you some more tips or tricks or whatever. But wanted to share that with you. If you have any questions, like I said, please let me know. Other than that, you should be good to go now. You've got how to use Beachbody On Demand, you've got how to use the challenge tracker, and how to meal plan. So there are literally no excuses you can say or give me for not doing what you set out to do for yourself. And it's not for me, it's for you. Take care of you, love you. So I will see y'all later. See you in the apps. Bye.